Who knows? What if, like, when I'm 60, like, one day this is just that thing that I still take out, you know, on Sundays. Good afternoon, world. Thanks for tuning in on this one. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon. I have an Amazon return in my backpack. I don't know if I want to make that trek to the UPS store. I got one of those you know, like 3-digit lock boxes, something like this big or whatever, you know, for valuables or things. And it shows up set to 000. Directions say, you know, just turn the knob clockwise as it should be set to 000, and then set your combination. And I can't open the damn thing. So I think someone already set a combination, which sucks. So I'm gonna return it / get a replacement. See if that works. It was only like 20 bucks, but where would we be? What would we do if it was not for Amazon? I ordered the thing last night, showed up at my door by 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm wearing the wrong gloves. It's 54 degrees out. I thought I could get away with these thinner gloves, but I don't think I can, which has me just a little bit sad. I get the right of way, Mr. Car. Mr. Car. I do think I need a new microphone. Watching my footage back, I think that, or either I need to get a better microphone, a new microphone that is less susceptible to my shenanigans, or I need to put the baffles back in my exhaust, which I don't really want to do either, because God, does it sound good. And one of my favorite YouTubers, one of my favorite people, Ducati NYC, did comment on one of my most recent videos and confirm my theory that it sounds like a trombone being played underwater. But the thing that sucks is it doesn't sound like that for me. It sounds great. And then I would listen to it back and I'm like, I got one of those external microphones that I kind of wanted to put. I've done videos of this before, actually, or maybe one, and I said I'd do more and I never did. But now I think I would blow that microphone out too, with the baffles out. So I don't know what to do, because I gotta figure out how people do their awesome like exhaust audio video things, because it's just, you know, especially on the times that I don't want to talk and I just want to ride and let you guys hear that, and you don't have to hear my sniffles, you know. I feel like I'm always like going around this little intersection in my videos, but I guess it's just the hub, or it's a hub. Have not been able to get out and ride again for like a week. And it's weird because it's not even like we did get our first snowfall in the last week, but it's not even like I'm not able to ride that much because like there's like snow on the ground, or it's just like the weather itself is just so lame. Like even today, I mean, the sun poked out at one point and I said, you know what, I'm gonna take my break earlier so it's actually light out and I'll go for a ride. But been looking at other bikes too, and I don't think that I'd want to get rid of this one. That's the problem. I mean, this is completely paid off, so I can just have it. It's not that much insurance and whatever, and I'm not looking to go have another big purchase that is a motorcycle. But you know, I'm talking like one day. I've said before about like if I were to get a second bike, what would it be? Assuming I'd keep this one. That's the thing, is like I've done so much to this, I don't know if I necessarily would get more value or more, you know, I'm not going to get more for it. Even though I've put money into it, I'm not going to get more for it. It's already got 10,600 miles on it, which is fine. Part of the reason why I just keep it. Plus, like, who knows, what if like when I'm 60, like one day this is just that thing that I still take out, you know, on Sundays. My first bike. Anyway, the Honda Transalp 750 looks like a pretty well-rounded and awesome machine, you know. So these are all good things. But I've said before, if I were to get a second bike, I would want, not necessarily like, I mean, well, it could be a commuter bike or whatever if you had to go to the office or something like that on whatever. But like moto camping is something that intrigues me. A little bit of off-roading. It's not quite, I've been watching a lot of videos, of course. People are always comparing it to the Tenere 700. And that's a nice bike too, but I worry about my inseam and how short I am. I actually think the Transalp has a lower seat, if I understand it correctly. And I wonder what could be done about that. Obviously, I think the nature of ADV bikes is like a lot of people can't like flat foot them or have 2 feet down even. And when you're off-roading and stuff, you know, you're very selective about where you stop and what side you lean to and which foot you put down and all that. But like, I'd love to go and do a test ride, but it's also like I really actually do want to do a test ride. I should call some places. I looked up online in Connecticut, like one popped up. It's like in Danbury, in that dealership there. I'm like, I don't want to go an hour just to do the test ride. Like, if there was something closer, that'd be great. But I think this summer, a goal of mine is that I want to... Are these guys all going left? I think they are. I think they are. Yeah, like, this thing is just so fun. It's paid off. I would not want to sell it for, like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to sell it for a loss. It's not a loss. It's like, it's not a loss. I have all the stock things still. I could make this thing green again if I wanted to. I could sell it back as such, or I could sell it as something that is very customized and yet still reliable in terms of the mechanics and stuff like that. I've only done aesthetic upgrades for the most part, or actually improvement things like the rear tire. I don't know why I'm talking like this, dude. I don't want to sell this bike. I think about, like, oh, if I were to sell it, but then I just immediately say in my head, I don't want to sell it. And I think it's just kind of like wanting to try out new bikes and experience that. You know, like, I conceivably would have the space to keep both bikes if I were to get another bike. So that's not an issue. I don't really think, I mean, obviously if you got a new bike, financing or whatever, the funds is the thing to think about. But like, this doesn't have a high overhead, you know. Doesn't take up much space. Not terrible on insurance. Taxes are the worst on it, probably. But anyway, Yeah, dude, the Honda Transalp 750, I think that would probably be my... It's good enough at everything. It's not as good off-road as the Tenere 700, which is, like I said, everybody always compares it to that, or is comparing it to that, it seems, on the interwebs. There are certain areas that it doesn't perform as well, but it also is way more well-rounded. Like, what are you doing? Fucking, I could see that she was gonna come back over, but it's just like, damn. I've seen people say, like, if you're gonna spend 51% of your time on the roads, get the Transalp over the Tenere. And that would be me. I would like to mess with a little bit of off-roading or gravel or unpaved roads and stuff like that. But do I want to live off-road? No. So I think it'd be really cool to do some trips. It'd be a lot better suited for me taking my lady out than this guy. Like, you know, I throw the stock pillion seat on here, but it's obviously, it's not as suited for a passenger or going two up, not going long distances two up for sure. So it'd be cool to get some bags for that thing, and, you know, some wet weather gear and a little like motocrossy looking helmet, and be like, this is what I do on the weekends, you know, go camp next to my motorcycle somewhere. There's train tracks there. Since when are there train tracks right there? That must be old. So I think I am going to go over to the UPS store, pending time. You know, I don't know. I don't think it's an official UPS store, the one that I'm thinking of. It's just like a pharmacy that does UPS returns, but do they do Amazon returns? I don't know. Surprised I'm not seeing more cop. I haven't heard bikes either. Not to say that I'd be seeing them in my little 60-minute stretch here, but my tank looks like shit, man. It'd be nice if it was like a patina and then clear coat instead of just patina, because it's not clear coat. It's all good. This is all flooded over here. Yeah, so we got our first snowstorm. Probably got like 4 to 6 inches or something. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, 6 inches at least. And then the next day, or no, we had a full day, and then the day after that, it was supposed to be like 50 degrees, and we're like, all right, it's all gonna melt. But then it rained too, and my God, did it rain. So that was very interesting. Dude, I love, like, the nice thing about being out riding this time of year is you smell the fires of people having fires inside their homes. Mid-state rugby. Well, might as well call this one. I'm getting cold. Should have worn my heated gloves, my iron Gias, my trusty iron Gias. But that's okay. Are you going? No. Thanks for not pulling in front of me. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed but you made it this far in the video and you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know how you haven't just thought, why don't I subscribe to this stellar individual? One of these days I'm going to clean my bike chain and I'm going to record myself doing it, so that'll be a fun thing. We'll do that. And yeah. Okay, bye.